Hello and welcome back, y'all. So now we're going to talk about ego authority. Okay, so this is the fourth on the hierarchy. So let's get into it. So with an ego authority, essentially, you will either have the will to do something or not when making a decision, right? So you're going to have to look at whether or not you have the will to do it with that decision. Okay, so the questions to ask yourself are, do I have the will to do this? Obviously. Do I have the will to do this? What do I want? And what is in it for me? These questions sound like a little bit selfish, but they're not, okay? You really need to have the willpower to do something, right? If in terms of making these decisions. That is how your authority works, okay? So again, why? Because the ego center, so the heart, is a motor center. Okay, so it's very potent. And you'll either have the will to do something or you won't. So there's two different ways that this will come up for people, because you can either be a manifester with an ego authority or a projector with an ego authority. Okay, if you're a manifester, that means your ego manifested authority. What that will look like is you'll have your heart connected to your throat. If you are ego projected authority, so you're a projector with a defined ego, what that will look like is your heart will be connected to your G center, okay? And this will show up in different ways. So using your ego authority as a decision-making tool, there will be some subtle differences between the two, okay? So if your ego manifested authority, your authority is expressed through your throat, so verbally, okay? It's very important that you listen to what you say in order to gain clarity on what your truth is. And your truth will come up very spontaneously. So when you speak things out loud, always speak out loud what you want, right? What you want to talk about or what decisions you're thinking about, okay? Always speak those out loud. Speak to your trusted advisors, and over time you will hear your truth come up. But also allow yourself to speak spontaneously, because when you speak spontaneously, your truth will also, you'll hear it right away. You'll go, oh shit, that's my truth. So allowing yourself to speak spontaneously is very important. And listen to what you say and how you say it, because you will notice whether you have the willpower to do it or not will show up, right, when you say it. Okay, so as an ego manifested authority, listen to your voice, what's coming up, right? Because your voice is your truth, right? You're speaking from your heart, you're speaking from your willpower, and it will tell you whether you have the willpower to do something or not. With an ego projected authority, there's a little bit of subtle differences here, okay? So with an ego projected authority, you are meant to connect to your ego when you receive an invitation, because you are a projector, right? So when you receive an invitation to do something, in order to see if you have the will or the energy, because you're also not an energetic being like a manifester, or the energy to do something or not. Okay, so this is where those questions come to play. What do I want? Do I have the willpower to do it, right? What's in it for me? That is when those questions come into play for you. Again, as well, like I said, so since you are ego projected, that means that your G center is connected to your heart. Okay, so when your G center is connected to your heart, your G center, is your identity, your direction, your love, right? So that's also part of your expression. So and a huge part of your identity, right? That's like the biggest part is your identity. So whatever your decision is, it should be one that allows you to be yourself and to give you the opportunity for self-expression. Okay, so that's the end of the ego authority, and I will see you for the next video on self-projected authority. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy with me. I'll see you soon.